Guys, today I'm gonna do a Snapchat Q&A because quite frankly I haven't been really inspired when it comes to making video lately. It takes a little bit of while of wine. It takes a while to get back into the rhythm of doing the sit down videos instead of vlogging daily. So if you guys have any topics you'd like me to talk about, please feel free to share the inspiration.
I would like to know if you have like a hidden gem here in Paris, a place no one knows but you really like.
I do like a park that's called Les Buttes. It's not a secret, but it's not the most known place, especially if you're a foreigner, but that's the most beautiful park inside of Paris in my opinion. The Père Lachaise cemetery is obviously a must. There is a museum that I just adore. It's the museum of Gustave Moreau, who is my favorite painter, by the way. I guess that's it for things that are not super well known. And La Coulée Verte, or La Promenade Plantée. So first of all, thank you very much. I could feel the love and I'm sending the love back. Trust issues. I guess I don't really have trust issues until a certain point. Really, for me, I'm not sure if that's just my personality or if it's something I have achieved for years, but I do control a lot, and not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, I'm able to do what I think I should do instead of doing what I want to do. So even if I feel like, oh, I'm not sure I should trust you, that's getting too serious, that's scary, I'm gonna think to myself, is it the behavior that you want to have? And if the answer is no, I'm gonna try my best to have the behavior that I'd like to have. Trust issues are, they're understandable because so many people are complete assholes and so many people are playing with you, toying with you. Many people do not deal well with communication, but at the same time you could just miss on so many great opportunities and so many great things. Yeah, sure, you might be the one that hurts the most, but in the end you're the best one out of the two, really.
Questions. Tell us your top 5 books at the moment, and
Wow.
would you ever come to Serbia? Please share your tips on how to stay warm during winter. As a vegan, I find it's very hard to keep warm.
Definitely. Okay, so I'm sorry I have no tips on staying warm because I'm fucking cold all of the time, like freaking cold. Okay, so my top 5 books at the moment. I'm currently reading this one that my sister gave me for Christmas, La Curée by Zola, Les Nourritures Terrestres by Gide, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Confession d'un enfant du siècle by Musset. And would I ever come to Serbia? Yes, I want to. I really want to. So watch out.
Hi, in which other city of France, apart of your hometown and Paris, would you like to live and why?
I wouldn't like to live anywhere else in France, honestly, apart from Paris. I've heard that Lyon is really nice, Bordeaux is really nice, Lille looks like a nice place, Toulouse maybe, Montpellier perhaps, but I don't want to live anywhere in France apart from Paris.
Are you proud to be French? Do you wish you spoke a different language as your first language? Do you think it's true that French people don't want to speak French to you unless you can speak it perfectly? Have you ever been to the United States, or do you have any plans to come? Why are you so interested in languages, and when did you discover your interest, and how? Would you rather speak one more language completely fluently, or would you rather get one free trip to anywhere you want to go?
Okay, so I'd rather speak another language fluently. I've never been to the States, but I really want to because there are so many people I'd like to see in the States, and also because I just want to go to the States. Am I proud of being French? Not really. I've never really understood why people are proud of being something. Do I wish I could speak another language as my first language? No, I think French is beautiful. I love French culture and French literature, and so many people like French, so it's pretty good. Why am I interested in languages? I don't know, I just find it funny and I think it's a nice way to connect with people, and I want to connect with as many people as possible, and I want to show people that I'm interested in them, their culture, their history, their countries, and I think languages are a big key when it comes to that.
I don't have a question, I just wanted to snap you to tell you how awesome I think you are.
So you should not do that kind of stuff to me because I get really emotional really easily. So thank you, that is very nice of you.
So Randy, my question is, do you have a favorite spot or a special or secret spot in Paris that you like to go to when you feel down?
As I said in the first question, I think Le Parc des Buttes-Chaumont. Honestly, if you want to stalk me and if you want to see me in Paris, just go to the park, to that park. Also, it's not secret at all, but when I feel down, I go to see La Tour Eiffel because it makes me feel so much better, and that's a lovely place.
Hey Emmy, I love your videos.
Thank you.
So she's from England. What's your favourite band from the 80s or singer?
That's a really good question. Of course, I love The Smiths, I love The Cure, I love Morrissey to death. I love Alphaville. I quite like Aha. I like Klaus Nomi. I like David Bowie. I like New Order. I love New Order. I love Depeche Mode. White Snakes. Are they really from the 80s? I think they are. Really like everything almost from the 80s, but that's what comes to mind right now.
What are your traveling plans for this year?
Oh my god, that was so cute. My travel plans for this year, for this year are South Korea, Malaysia, and possibly Taiwan. Maybe London to see my friend who's living there, and also to meet up with Ali again. I don't know, I just really want to go to the States. I want to go to the States finally, but it's like, should I, shouldn't I?
If you can send a message to the entire world, what would you say? Just 30 seconds.
Okay, go vegan, 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 vegan. You should really go vegan because it's good for the planet, good for other human beings, it's good for the animals, it's the only ethical way of living, and it's gonna change the world. Hey.
My question is, if you could have personally witnessed anything, what would that be?
Oh my god. That's such an interesting question. Okay, so there are two things that come to mind really quickly. I would have loved to be able to live in either the 19th century or the 20th century. Fuck, I spit on myself. Where the great writers that I just love were alive. It would have been just amazing to be able to hang out with Baudelaire and Zola and Maupassant, and I don't know, it would have been just so great, and Breton and Aragon. To be completely honest with you, there's nothing that I would have liked to witness that happened. I would rather witness something that's gonna happen in the future when animals are gonna be granted the right to live.
First of all, your video is absolutely amazing. Second of all, my
Thank
question
you.
is, would you ever consider traveling to Australia? We've got a great cafe culture and beaches that are pretty cool.
Okay, so my question is, who would not want to go to Australia? To be completely honest with you, Australia was never on the top of my list until I met so many nice Australian people, and I realized that the vegan community in Australia is quite big, and I also have a friend in New Zealand, so I'd love to go to Australia, do various stuff there, and go to New Zealand.
My question's kind of dumb, but how do you pronounce your name?
Okay, so your question is not dumb. I get that quite a lot, and many people call me Anastasia, Anastasia, whatever. My name, it's not my name, but it's Anastasia. Anastasia, I suppose, if you pronounce it with an English accent.
If you could give any advice to your 15-year-old self, what advice would that be? By the way, I love your video.
Thank you. My advice would be, you're gonna be much more powerful than you think, so just don't waste any time trying to control the power that's in you. And perhaps as well, I like to say to my 15-year-old self that just because happiness is not something I necessarily see in the people around me, it doesn't mean it's not going to be present in my life. You are you, and you can be amazing, and you can do amazing things.
My questions for you are, which book are you reading right now, and are you thinking of dyeing your hair a different color anytime soon? I hope you're doing good.
You're doing good too. By the way, I'm going to link the YouTube channel of this lovely lady down below because she's amazing. What am I reading? I'm reading this book, as I told you. I'm also reading Le Rêve by Zola. And I'm also reading the letters and papers and whatever of Flaubert because I'm obsessed with him, and I'm also gonna read Revival by Stephen King. I've been thinking of going back to brown quite a lot lately, but no, I think I'm gonna stick to blue and green because blue is my color.
Good morning, Emmy.
Good morning.
What are your moral values?
That's a good question. My moral values are compassion, integrity, intellectual honesty, humility, kindness. I really value kindness. I don't think it's valued enough, and faithfulness, and also kind of like perseverance. So thank you guys for watching this probably long Q&A. I hope this was interesting and enjoyable. I hope you're doing super well, and I'll see you later.